Yeah, welcome to the solution to lower secondary checkpoint science. The material you need: pen, pencil, ruler, and calculator. Question 1. Complete the sentence. Choose from the list. A nail, an iron nail, is attracted to dash magnet, both the south pole and the north pole of a bar magnet. Question 2. This question is about sound. Tick the correct sentence about the pitch of sound. A high-pitched sound is always loud. No. A high-pitched sound always have a high frequency. Correct? Because the pitch of a sound depends on the frequency. The higher the frequency, the higher the pitch. A high-pitched sound always have a large amplitude. No. The amplitude of a sound affects the loudness of the sound. So high amplitude produce light sound, while low amplitude produce a soft sound. A high-pitched sound always have a high frequency. No. A high-pitched sound always has a low frequency. No. A low frequency sound have low pitch, not high pitch. A high pitch sound must have large wavelength. No. So the only correct answer is a high pitch sound has a high frequency. Question 3. Scientists classify arthropod into 4 major groups depending on the number of legs. So if you have this 3 pair of legs, insect, 5 pair of legs, crustaceans, 4 pairs of legs, arachnid. All arthropods have jointed leg. Describe 2 other characteristics that will identify an arthropod. All have an exoskeleton, that is external skeleton. They do not have backbone. They are not vertebrates, they are invertebrates. They are animals without backbones. All have segmented body. Yes. Question 4. Here are some chemical formulas. Aluminium, calcium oxide, chlorine, carbon dioxide, potassium nitrate, magnesium thiazocarbonate, sodium chloride. Each formula can be used once, more than once, or not at all. Write down the formula of 2 elements. We have aluminium and chlorine. Write down the formula of all the compounds containing carbon. Carbon 4 oxide, carbon dioxide, magnesium thiazocarbonate. Write down 2 formulas that show compound made from 3 elements. Potassium thiazonitrate, magnesium thiazocarbonate. Write down the formula of a fertilizer that is a compound of potassium thiazonitrate. Write down the name of a compound with the formula CaO, calcium oxide. Question 5. Energy is always conserved. Principle of the conservation of energy. 20 joules of electrical energy is converted to 80 joules of light energy, and 20 joules of thermal energy. Energy input equals to energy output. 200 now is divided 200 will give you 80 joule plus 120 joule of thermal energy. So that will give you 120 joule of thermal energy. Okay, now we have electrical energy is converted to 60 joule of light and 40 joules of thermal energy. That will give you 100 joule of electrical energy. Question 6. The world human population need increasing amount of energy. A large amount of energy is obtained by burning fossil fuel. Look at the list. Circle the fuel that is renewable source of energy, biomass. Burning this fuel release carbon dioxide into the environment. Describe some harmful effects of increasing the level of carbon dioxide in the environment. Global warming, increasing greenhouse effect, cause climate change, flood and drought, and then crop failure or famine, desertification, sea level rise, melting ice caps. Suggest which of these fuel will be the best to burn. If we must continue to burn fuel, coal, gasoline, hydrogen, and wood, hydrogen. Explain your answer. Hydrogen fuel. Explanation. Hydrogen burns to form water, so it does not pollute the environment. Burning hydrogen does not produce CO2. Hydrogen gas is a renewable source of energy. Question 7. Look at the table. Element in group 7 of the modern periodic table. We have the element fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, and astatine. Atomic mass increases down the group. State at room temperature. We have gas, liquid, then the melting point, then the boiling point in this point. Complete the sentence about the relationship between atomic mass and melting point. If we look at it, atomic mass increases, then melting point also increases. What is the state of fluorine at room temperature? Look at the melting point is very low, the boiling point is very low, so it's going to be gas. Estimate the melting point of chlorine. -34 degrees Celsius. Yeah. Jamila uses the internet. She finds some information about adding color light together. Alright, red. So this is the acronym I normally use in the class. So to remember the missing of color, we have rich young girls can buy magenta. So you have red, young girls. So if you go in the clockwise direction, so we have rich, red, young girls. So if based on that, we have green, we have blue. Then if you mix the three primary color, red, green, and blue together, we give you white. Question 9. The scientists Copernicus was born in 1473. At this time, people thought that the Earth was the center of the universe. What did Copernicus think was the center of the universe? The sun. Question 10. Pierre grow pepper plant. To find the effect of fertilizer on the growth of the plant, he sowed 3 groups of 50 seeds. He places them in a glass house and water one group with organic fertilizer, one with artificial fertilizer, and one with distilled water. He measured the average height of the pepper plant every 4 weeks. He counts how many pepper each group of plants have produced after 16. The table shows the result of his investigation. Which variable Pierre changed in the investigation? The type or the amount of fertilizer used. State 2 variables Pierre must control in this investigation: the soil type, concentration of fertilizer used, the number of seeds used, and then the number of plants, the amount of fertilizer, the time, the temperature, the amount of sunlight that they are exposed to. Suggest why Pierre water one group of plants with distilled water to serve as a control. It will help to compare the effect of the fertilizer. What conclusion can be made about the effect of adding fertilizer on the height of the pepper plant? Artificial fertilizer make the plant grow taller. The number of pepper plants produced. Fertilizer addition increases the number of peppers. Water has the least number of plants, while artificial fertilizer has the most number of plants. Question 11. Complete the table about the reactivity of metal. We have sodium reaction with cold water, then reaction with dilute hydrochloric acid. So we are looking at the reaction of metal with water and acid. Okay. Potassium react violently with acid to form hydrogen. React violently with water to form hydrogen. Calcium react violent reaction to form hydrogen with hydrochloric acid. Iron, no reaction, then react slow reaction to form hydrogen. Copper, no reaction with cold water, and then no reaction with hydrochloric acid. Gold, no reaction with cold water, no reaction with acid. Question 12. Blessy put 2 books on the table, one on the flat surface with a wider area, and then book B on the edge with a smaller area. So which book exerts the greater pressure? Is the one book B, because the area is small. The calculation for pressure is equal to force divided by the base area. So the smaller the base area, the higher the pressure exerted. That's why book B have the higher pressure. Question 13. Mike and Oliver sit on the seesaw. Oliver sit closer, exerting the force of 1000 Newton. Mike sits further away, exerting the force of 500 Newton. Mike is smaller than Oliver. Explain why it balances using the principle of moment. Mike's moment is equal to Oliver's moment. So 500 Newton times 2 is equal to 100 Newton times 1 meter. 1 is equal to 1000 Newton times 1 meter. So the moment that Mike produced is 1000 Newton meter, while the moment that Oliver produced is 1000 Newton meter. So it is balanced. That's why. Mia investigate an endothermic reaction, a reaction that leads to drop in temperature. She asked sodium carbonate to dilute ethanoic acid. The temperature of the dilute ethanoic acid at the start of the is 20 degrees Celsius. What will happen to the temperature when sodium carbonate is added? Because it's an endothermic reaction, is going to decrease. When sodium carbonate reacts with dilute ethanoic acid, a salt is made. A gas and a liquid are also made. Which gas and liquid are made? Carbon dioxide, liquid, water. Question 15. The property of sound can be explained using a diagram. So the compressed region A is called the compression, while the region B, where the particles are far away, is rarefaction. Okay. What do the dots represent? It represents air particle. The particles in the diagram move. Area A is called compression because the particles are close together. Area B is called rarefaction because the particles are far apart. Question 16. Chen opened a bottle of liquid perfume. After a few seconds, you can smell the perfume. Some of the liquid perfume evaporate into a gas. The perfume gas then diffuses. What happened to the particle of perfume during diffusion? The particle have less energy? No. The particle move closer together? No. The particle move slowly? The particle spread out? Yes. Echo, draw a bar chart to show the mean distance of planet from the sun. So you have the distance of planet from the sun against the planet. A is Earth. What is the name of planet A and B? A is Mercury, B is Venus, D is Mars, E is Jupiter, F is Saturn. What planet is between 8 and 12? Distance unit from the sun. F. How many planets are less than 8.2 large distance unit from the sun? A, B, C, D, E. 5 planets. That brings us to the end of paper 2, April 2017.